did want to point something out to you guys in case you
Oh, the Purdue hat. Yep.
Quite a victory today.
Yeah.
Can you guys even hear that?
I just hear a little bit of chatter in the background.
I don't hear anything.
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Need to have some intro music going. The Rubber Band Man.
So episode 2, episode deuce.
Episode deux,
Do.
as they say in France or in Canada, the French-speaking Canadian listeners. Welcome to episode deux.
Actually, I have this one listed as episode 1. But
Oh, well,
you
practice-
can call it whatever we want.
practice was perfect. So that was one.
Okay.
That was
one.
beautiful.
Deuce, baby.
It was good.
Yeah, it was fantastic. I mean, it was everything you could ask for. We sounded like 3 knuckleheads.
Which is what we are.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, well, you guys excited to be back?
Back in the action, man.
What are we doing? What are we doing here? What's going on?
Who's the host?
Well, that's the thing. Like, we never really decided.
Johnny G, I thought you said you were our MC.
I was just baby stepping us through some of the things last time. But yeah, no, it worked out pretty good. It was fun. I remember it was Friday night. I was in Detroit for a hockey tournament. Jumped on with you guys, and you brought it. You guys had it.
It was fun, man.
Somehow we managed through 45 minutes worth of chatter on all things Sr PGA, maybe a couple other things. Smeef, you were running around your basement there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know how you were running back to the back wall to
Inside the ropes. Yeah, I was keeping them close. You got to keep those credentials nearby.
Yeah. Well, here we are.
I am looking forward to the tournament though this year. I mean, I was doing a little bit of homework on the PGA Champions Tour, and like it's going to be a good tournament. I mean, there's like some drama and some things that we gotta be ready for.
So how do you define homework?
Oh, I do my own research, John. This is like a research
people that do that research for you.
Huh? No, not quite. I got to do.
All right. So what'd you come up with this homework?
First off, number one, this kicks off the 45th season of the PGA Champions Tour.
45th, really?
45th. They got 28 events this year. They're currently at the Hogue Classic in Newport Beach, California. This year, it's going to be the most prize money in the history of the PGA Tour Champions.
So overall for the year, or are you
take a
talking
guess
about
for the year?
Just for our event, or no?
No, for the year. Take a guess. What is the total prize money given out for the PGA Tour Champions?
Okay.
$100.
How many events did you say? 25?
28
Total prize money for all prizes for everyone.
for all events. Total prize money.
25 events.
I'm going to say 50 million.
75 goes 75.
75, split the middle, boys. $67 million in prize money.
Wow, we couldn't have split the middle any more than that. And that was not choreographed. So
I know.
Here's another fact. There's 3 of us on. How many of us would qualify for the Sr PGA?
Well, only one of us.
You got it.
The guy in the orange sweatshirt would be the only one to qualify, Mr. over 50.
The old man.
That's right. The only guy to actually be eligible. I wouldn't say qualify. Because qualify means you actually got to play to get in too. But I'm eligible.
Look, Aaron and we're on the regular tour, old man. Come on.
Yeah. I'm just hitting my stride.
Okay, so speaking of that, like because I did just claim my eligibility last year, actually. Who are some of the names that are just eligible this year?
Oh, a couple of good ones. Stuart Sink.
Oh.
Although he played last year, but he only played in like 3 events from what I could tell. And
so he wasn't at the Sr PGA last year?
This is, because he turned 50 at some point last year. But so this is his first full year. So technically this is considered a rookie year for him. So that's going to be a big deal.
Wasn't last year Justin Leonard, or no, 2 years ago it was Justin Leonard's first year.
Yep. You have Heath Slocum, 4-time PGA winner.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie.
His first year.
I'm not gonna lie. I just gotta interrupt. I mean, it's not coming back to Southwest Michigan right when Tiger Woods becomes eligible.
I know. Somebody was out. I
Ridiculous.
think what happened is the PGA caught wind of the Marshall Shack and the buildup that's going on with the Marshall Diaries.
Yeah.
And they said, we can't have Tiger Woods turning eligible for the Senior PGA at the and the Marshall Shack. We can't have those two things colliding.
Handle, baby.
It's too much.
Too much.
It would be like no one would be able to control the tournament with those things happening simultaneously.
Just throwing that out there. Age 48, December 30th, 1975, Mr. Tiger Woods. So we're just gonna miss him.
Oh,
so close.
1 year. One year.
We're gonna have to take our marshalling skills on the road to the next PGA Championship, wherever it may be.
Yeah.
Although maybe Marshall Diaries just needs to sponsor it in 2 years, right?
We could.
Yeah.
We could be on Tiger's bag. I mean, if
go.
he needed a sponsor, we could. I mean,
I'm sure the Senior PGA will be calling and wanting the Marshall Diaries crew to travel the country to protect the holes around those 28 events or whatever it is.
I'll put my first $20 in to sponsor Tiger and get a little Marshall Diaries thing on the bag. So you guys pony up a little cash, and we'll make this happen. Come on.
I think I got a $5 somewhere.
All right. So we've got a lot of prize money this year, and
I wonder what the prize money is for the Senior PGA.
Good question. I know that Steve Stricker.
We should know this stuff. I mean, they are the Marshall Diaries.
I was hoping you guys would have done your homework too, but apparently not. So I do know from last year, Steve Stricker won it, and he was on a roll. He won the overall, and he won it with an 18 under. So he's pretty incredible right now, like playing great. It said that he actually set the record for the PGA, the Champions Tour, at a 67.54 for the season, and won almost $4 million. So
not bad.
He's going to be coming. And you know what? He's never played Harbor Shores, so he's coming in as the defending champion, and he's never played Harbor Shores. He had in 2022 he had COVID, or he had a positive COVID test or something like that, and so he didn't play. So
excuses.
Right. Right now, it says the prize money is $0. The prize money shows as $0.
Yeah, it's a free stand mixer. You get the winner gets a stand mixer.
It's a free stand mixer and
a spatula.
A special credential pass to the Marshall Shack.
Well, yeah.
All right. So Steve Stricker's first time at Harbor Shores.
No, this will be his first time.
It will be. Yeah. So, all right. He's up on the 9th tee, and he turns over to you, Aaron, and he says, all right, listen, Grasshopper, my first time on number 9 tee. I need a little advice on how to play this hole. What do you tell him?
Well, I think I tell him hit it straight over the bunker on the right side.
Yep. I'm going to keep it right.
Big hitter, the llama. And he hits it right over the bunker, puts it just in front of the cart path. That's going to be what I'm telling him. Start there. And
let me interject, Aaron, real quick if I could.
Yeah.
I'd probably aim just to the left of the hill. Would play a slight fade to get a little extra top spin, and just go over the cart path.
You do realize you both just said the exact same thing, though.
Well,
you said left of the hill. He said over the bunker, and just left of the hill is the bunker.
Well, I mean, I was trying. You got to play the little bit of a fade in there. You know what I mean?
All right. So I was, getting ready for the podcast. I was just out there walking the hole out on number 9 this afternoon, and they've cut down. They continue to cut down the that like rough area that cuts the corner, where the water is. And to your guys' point of where you want to be off the tee, I was looking at it and I'm like, oh my, like if you go left towards that left bunker, whether you're in that bunker or not, you still don't have a great line of sight to the hole. So you're kind of like blindly just shooting it out over there. If you're just a little bit to the right over the bunker, as you said, Smith, or just to the left of the hill, you're in good shape. And then you can bomb it in.
We need to give the audience a little picture of what we're talking about here.
Yeah, so there we go. That's the you both said that hill on the right and the bunker on the right. But yeah, if you're in line with that bunker on the left, you see that like mess just past it. Yeah. When you're like from up here, it doesn't look like much. When you're down at ground level, you can't see over that stuff, and you don't have a line at the hole. So
I'm gonna pause it right here. And
so you move your cursor a little bit to the right. You want it right in there. That's the sweet spot.
Yep. I do recall I don't know if it was 22 or no, it wouldn't have been 20. It would have been 18 maybe. We had a few guys that bombed it over the cart path. I can't recall if there was anybody that hit it over the cart path.
Yeah, you get that wind out of the west, and man, they can put it down there. Now,
I mean, typically when we play, that's where we're at.
Maybe on my third
from the ladies' tees, but
now wait, okay, keep going, and then I'm gonna tell you to pause it in a second. Okay, like right there. Oh, that reminds me. Okay, so it might have been, I think it was 2018, final round. Bernard Longer in the last group.
I do remember this.
So the walkway there that the listeners can't see, but the viewers can see. We've got the ropes on the right and the left, and we got the last group coming through, which means we've got the camera crews, we've got the big galleries, we got everybody. And I was up manned on in the rough area, spotting drives. And Bernard Longer runs his drive within like 5 feet of that crosswalk. And when you open those gates on that last group, it's going to be mad chaos.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm like, it wasn't in the handbook, but I decided to walk out into the fairway and stand like a mother hen over the egg.
Did you squat down?
I did everything but squat down over Bernard Longer's ball. Because there was all kinds of people crossing the crosswalk.
Yeah.
And trying to get a view for this last group coming in. And I'm just standing there, just doing my thing. And then the camera crew comes up, the reporter or whatever, like the announcer guy comes up, and I heard him. This is my claim to fame. I heard him call back to the NBC studios, said, We've got a great Marshal here protecting Bernard Longer's ball, making sure that none of the spectators stomp on it and walk all over it. And so, of course, that built me up. I was like, doing my job, protecting the hole, protecting the ball.
Yeah.
And then Bernard Longer's caddy, who had walked ahead of Bernard, comes up and he says to me, the llama, he goes, there will be no money involved.
The
Longer says there'll be no money involved, but he does appreciate you protecting his ball. So then Bernard comes up, and I feel like it's starting to get a little awkward. I don't know how long I should stand over his ball when he's there.
Well, when he starts to swing, you might want to back away, maybe.
Yeah, the ropes are closed, the camera's rolling, and Bernard taps me on the shoulder. He says, "It's time. It's time. You can move on, little Marshall."
Should I hit, what club should I hit here?
I was thinking he was going to ask me what club.
He should have. I mean, you
could have just offered it up to him, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, we know the hole better than anybody.
I think the pros like when you do that kind of stuff, for sure.
Oh, yeah. Again, it wasn't in the handbook. You just got to be ready to do this kind of thing. You got to be willing to sacrifice yourself to get out there.
We gotta move on from your story. All right, we're gonna keep going. Now, I want to tell a little story about this.
Oh, look at this guy
right in here. Right,
what's up, guys?
Okay, who's here?
Oh,
it's Tommy B.
Evening, guys. How you doing?
We got a surprise guest.
Sure.
Welcome to the pod.
First time, long time.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
So, Tommy, we were just going over the hole. We were going over some stories, some war stories. You just missed Johnny G's story with Bernard Longer.
Man, sorry I missed that.
He mother henned the ball, and
you didn't miss it.
It'll be in your training material. Benny.
Okay, good. Nope, I expect a thick dossier that I'm going to have to go through leading up to the event.
Yep. There's
all the veterans, all the seasoned veterans that you guys are.
Well, there's formal and then there's the informal training. Okay.
Yeah.
There's both are just as important.
Gotcha. Okay. I can understand both being important.
Oh yeah.
I'm kind of looking around the screen here, and it's like 3 men and 1 little boy, 1 little rookie. Welcome to the crew.
I don't know who are you referring to, John. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to being out there, kind of on the course. Looking forward to the camaraderie with you fine gentlemen, and also, kind of checking in on the golfers. Always look forward to watching some good golf, and so looking forward to seeing how these guys are doing playing Harbor Shores.
Duty first, though, Tom.
Duty first.
Duty first.
Duty first.
So, Aaron, why don't you introduce your special guest here to our listeners around the country and in the French-speaking Canadian provinces?
Yeah. Well, who we have here is Mr. Tom Benedict. Tom is a first-year Marshal who will be joining us on hole number 9. Longtime friend and colleague, and
friend of the Marshal Diaries. Yes.
Yeah.
Friend of the Marshal Diaries.
Very, very familiar with the Marshal Diaries, and he will now be a part of the Marshal Diaries going forward in 2024. So, welcome, Tom. This is a great event that we look forward to every year, and you're going to be a part of history. Let me tell you.
So I think all the listeners back home want to know, Tom. Are you volunteering or were you voluntold?
I am volunteering.
Oh, there we go.
No voluntold here. I'm volunteering. The opportunity again to kind of hang out with some great guys on the golf course. Couldn't pass it up.
We've been trying to get you on the team for a while.
I know, and I feel a little bit guilty about that, but I'm excited to finally be joining the team. I think you guys mentioned it's kind of a historic year. It'll be one to be remembered, right? Since this will kind of be our last one at Harbor Shores. So
I know.
Yeah. Now you've paid your fee to volunteer, right?
I have, yes.
I want to make sure. Have you paid your $50 union due yet to the Marshal Shack yet?
Is that the email that comes in every day that kind of gets kind of?
It's not spam. I know it looks like spam. Like click here and give all your personal information, and credit card info and bank info. No, that's the real deal. That's for the Marshal.
Okay. I thought it was a joke. I didn't know that was real. I'll have to go back and look at that one.
Technically, you don't get our protection until
until
you join the official union.
It goes direct to the Marshal Shack and all provisions required for the Marshal Shack.
Hey, as long as it protects me and covers me, I'm all in.
All right.
Sounds good.
So, Tommy, what are you looking forward to most about this year and joining all these guys? What?
It's for me, it's kind of an opportunity to be outside, spend a long weekend outdoors on the golf course, and of course the camaraderie with all of you guys, but also watching some great golf and seeing these guys who I've watched play, for years and years when they were on the PGA Tour, and now kind of checking in. I don't get an opportunity to watch as much of the kind of Champions Tour and the Senior Tour, so looking forward to kind of reconnecting and seeing some of the old favorites and see how they do.
Yeah, that's some of your guys.
Cool.
It's funny today. I don't know if you guys caught the Valspar Championship. I was watching the end of it and kind of excited to see that Stuart Sink was playing in it, and I think he's also on the Senior Tour. So I'm not sure if the list has come out yet of all the golfers who are playing.
That's a question for Smith. He's
our
data guy. He's usually on this.
So I'm excited. I'd love to see Stuart Sink come out and play and kind of see how he does, considering he played very well this weekend. And I think he scored, I don't know, where did he end up? Maybe like tied for 33, maybe is what I remember. But I think he played really well.
Yeah.
This
will be, I think we were just talking about this. This is technically considered his rookie year on the PGA Tour Champions, but he did play 3 events last year. But this will be like his first full year as a.
Gotcha. Okay. So yeah, I'd be excited to see him. And then who was the winner? Was it Strickler who won it last year? So
It was, yeah.
Yeah, kind of be excited to see how he does as well, how he defends the title. That's always an exciting storyline. How about you guys? Do you guys have your favorites?
Can I drop a question out there real quick? What, Tom, I'm curious about your experience as a marshal. I mean, what kind of marshaling knowledge do you bring to the table?
So it's a fair question, Ryan. I appreciate the tough questions here. So during the last PGA Championship event at Harbor Shores, I had the honor of joining my daughter, who was actually who was a volunteer at the event. She was a standard bearer, so I got to actually walk the course every hole with her and kind of follow her and some of her the golfers that she was representing. So I had the opportunity we were on the buses at 5 a.m. We were at the course by 5:30 and up and running by, about 7:30 when they were starting to tee off. So, have a little bit of that experience.
Never been inside the ropes though, from what I gathered.
I've been close. I've checked in on a few of you guys throughout the event, and I've gotten close. I think maybe as close as a high five, but I've never actually been inside the ropes.
All right, there you go.
So
yeah, things change inside the ropes, and
I understand that.
You gotta be ready to bring it. Be ready to bring it. Sacrifice your life.
Oh yeah, I think you guys know me. I'll be ready to bring it. I'll be 110%. This guy doesn't do anything, less than 110. So I'm really looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a great experience.
That's why we've been recruiting you, like I said, for the last few years. I think we ended up trading a couple buckets of used golf balls to get you to come up.
That's about right.
Symmetric tour.
Right.
And we're not just talking like any golf balls. I mean, there were some like Callaway X outs in there, like some big time stuff. Like we weren't.
Oh man. Okay. Now I feel a little like I really have to step it up now. Okay.
Yeah.
But
you traded up for this draft pick, I think, even, right? I mean,
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I will not. I'll do my best. Again, I'll study the dossier as soon as it kind of arrives in the first class mail, and make sure I'm prepared for the big long weekend.
Some of the things we look forward to, not only your great effort and attitude and, being a great teammate out there on the course, but as a pledge at the Marshal Shack, looking forward to what you bring to keep the cooler full of ice, keep the fridge stocked with beer, make sure the TV in here is always on the golf channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get the pairing sheets for us before.
Have the pairing sheets printed out. I mean, it's fantastic. So
excellent. So you know what? Yeah, little known fact. I was in a fraternity in college. I know that role pretty well, and I'm a humble guy, so I accept that challenge.
By the way, so Aaron and I were walking through the social calendar for the Sr PGA coming up, and I think we've got a couple things ironed out. We got Thursday night.
Well, Thursday is always stag night. Yeah,
stag night, which
stag
means
night,
we'll be down here for the listeners who are also the viewers. Will be down here playing some ping pong and doing some betting. We'll have some golf on the big screen. Then Friday night is couples night.
Couples night.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's ladies' night.
Better half or anyone of your choice.
Oh, very much.
I see. Okay. I didn't realize that. Okay, that's good to know.
Maybe that's stag night. Sorry, I got them.
Yeah. Stag night. We'll work that out too. And then Saturday is family day. We'll regardless of what time we get off the course, which I think we all get off at the same time. There's one shift on Saturday, so mid-afternoon. We've got time to walk around the course, watch some of the action, bring all the kids, and then we'll have like a barbecue family evening Saturday night before we get ready for the final round on Sunday.
Oh, that sounds terrific. I wasn't exactly clear on the agenda for the weekend, so I appreciate that. That sounds like I don't know how long you guys have been doing it, but that's a perfect agenda if you ask me.
I think as a pledge anyway, it's a need to know.
I understand that, Ryan.
Those are the basic building blocks.
No, I got it. Any other tips for a neophyte here, first year, from you veterans?
That's a good question. That was one of the questions I had for the crew. I mean, what best piece of advice for a new marshal?
Yeah.
Best piece of advice. Don't lose sight of the balls.
Oh, okay.
Never lose the ball.
Okay.
They go everywhere, and you got to make sure that you don't lose them.
Okay.
Yep.
I don't think we've actually, if I were to go back in the history of hole number 9 marshalling, I'm trying to think of how many golf balls have actually been lost.
Oh,
that would not be
on
very
our
many.
watch.
Not on our watch. I honestly, I can only recall a couple that
maybe Norm's watch.
But, well,
Norman.
I don't need to go there. But there are. I can recall a couple instances where we had a rookie marshal, believe it or not, Tom, who went deep into the brush to find somebody's ball. We're talking Brian Conway. He went deep into the brush and found
sacrifice.
I can't remember whose ball it was, but he found it, and they did not want him to find it. And there's
no.
But
John,
how about
you? What's your hot tip? Hot tip for a new marshal?
Well, here's something that came to mind for me is, like, especially being the celebrities that we are on hole number 9 and the fans that come out to watch number 9. Some of them are there to watch the golfers, but a lot of them are actually there to watch us. And so don't get caught up too much in the interaction with the crowd. Don't forget that there's still a game going on. You got
so it's a little bit of a balancing act. I see. Okay. That's a good tip.
I think the fan aspect is worth noting. You're going to deal with some pushy fans, so be ready to let those fans know what time it is. That's my feedback.
Yeah, see,
Don't be afraid.
That was going to be one of my questions too. Is how do you handle, like, what's the best way to handle kind of an unruly fan, or or somebody who's kind of a little bit out of line? Smile on your face, or you get kind of tough with them?
You give them the smile on your face, and then you call in the heavies and you call the captains.
Gotcha. Okay.
My experience is the captains don't really do that much, to be honest. I'm more of a fan of firm, fair, and consistent. And
I better be prepared. I better be prepared to handle it myself. I get it.
Most of the captains usually over the hot dog cart, like getting some food.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the code in terms of, like, snacks and drinks for us on the course? Is it you bring a water bottle? Do you bring some snacks? How do you stay hydrated out there?
Seeds are essential.
Yeah.
Sunflower seeds.
Oh, got it. Okay, that's a good tip.
They got some good snack shops right by hole number 9. That's one of the perks of being a hole number 9. You got a lot of good snack stops that you can make, but you got to make them quick because you're rotating.
For the PGA, though, they closed them up early last time.
Oh, that's why we keep the Marshall Shack stocked with snacks right across the street.
Was Struggle City last time, so
perfect.
PGA, take heed of your Marshalls over here.
So we'll have our number 9 spot on the hole, which I'll explain a little bit later. Well, I'll explain it here in a second. But anyways, we have a guy or a position that just rovers because it's a long walk from the green back to the first tee, and that guy or person can run over to the shack and grab some snacks and waters during that 30-minute shift. So what happens is every 30 minutes we move from position to position to position to position, and then we use the last position as a rover who can walk all the way back from the green to the tee and conveniently right by the Marshall Shack if we need more snacks and waters.
Nice. Okay. So that's a nice, it sounds like you've got a nice little kind of routine already in place.
We do. And when it's your turn to be the rover, don't screw it up. Okay. Because it just screws everything up.
Is that going to be a surprise when it happens, or is there a little bit of fair warning, John?
You'll get it in the training material.
Okay, good.
Yeah. You'll be
good. The unofficial training material will give you your separate.
So special. Thursday night, is that my first? When do we first congregate as a group of marshals?
So we actually are on the course on Thursday. So
Okay,
there'll be a bit of a unofficial Wednesday night pre-meeting.
That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, that's off the records.
Okay.
And then Thursday night,
We'll probably take a little trip over on Wednesday just to walk the whole.
yeah,
Give all the rookies an opportunity to see.
we'll give you a lay of the land around the hole.
Yep.
Nice.
Little
Okay,
hazing,
perfect.
little hazing event, maybe. Yeah. Like,
Put on my
That's why
finest
it's off the
studs
record.
and meet out at midnight at hole number.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
sprinklers
Yeah.
come on.
Yes.
day one of the tournament, the entire whole 9 Marshall team is not there because they're all in jail.
Uh-oh, that'd be trouble. Hopefully they got backups.
Yeah.
Well, Tommy, you're going to be great. You're going to be a fantastic Marshal to add to the crew.
We're excited to have you.
We are
Thank
excited
you.
to have you.
I can't wait. I'm really looking forward to it. We've actually got our whole extended family coming out from Detroit also to kind of come out and share in the fun of the event. They're going to take some of those extra tickets and come to the event. So
Nice.
it's going to be a family affair.
That's
So
awesome.
Tom, before you depart, I do have one final question at least. And this is, we use this to weed people out. Okay.
yeah.
Does Marshall have 1 L or 2?
Hold on. Can I pause that
You
mute
got
for
to
a
give us
second?
your answer.
I think it's double L's. Double L's.
Mm.
Is that not right?
All right.
Marshall.
Don't call
Yeah,
us,
you're
we'll
doing
call
so
you.
well,
Yeah.
Tommy. You're doing
Yeah,
so well.
It was a weed out question. I hated to
telling
put it
you.
out there, but
I'm telling you.
If you
That's
get
a good question, actually.
If you get a rejection email from the PGA,
I
you'll
know,
why.
geez.
I mean,
I'm
you
looking
look
at my
good, you
email
look
here.
good, but clearly you haven't done your research.
his union dues just got bumped up to 75, I think.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. Marshall. See, that's a good question.
1L.
I know. I feel 1L versus 2L. Okay.
You're a good sport, though. Appreciate you
Yep.
jumping on here with us.
Thanks for jumping on.
Hey, of course.
And
Happy to
Tommy,
be here,
we
guys.
will
Looking
see
forward
you.
to it.
We'll see you on the course.
We'll see you on the course.
All righty.
Take care.
All right.
man.
That's awesome.
Got our rookie guest. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Is he gonna?
Brooks.
I think he'll be just fine. But
Aside from the spelling erre, he'll be all
we
right.
have to get him his own whole 9 Marshall shirt with 2 L's. Get him a Marshall Shack shirt with 2 L's.
I love it.
I'm gonna tell you, over upcoming spring break, I'm gonna start working on our logo. I haven't taken a look at it yet, but I gotta get.
I was wondering about that. So I was going through some old material, and I have the patches.
Mm-hmm.
And is that what you're talking about, Smith? You're going to work on a new logo for the patch?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we have any footage of the old patch?
I've got one stuck on my wall. If you don't mind if I grab it real quick.
Go get it.
There he goes. All right, because then once we figure out this logo conversation, I got another question for you guys.
All right.
This is
And by the way,
high-quality
this
stuff.
looks like what it normally looks like on the course. Smith at his post, not there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Man, that's tight, isn't it?
That is a very official.
Yeah, with the Marshall hands up and the shadow.
Whole
The
nine.
shadow reflection. Oh man,
I mean
That's gonna be hard to beat, man.
it's gonna be a
that's
tough one. I
legit,
know.
man. I
I'm
mean,
gonna put some work into this thing. So, Aaron, again, maybe you'll wear yours this year.
I learned my lesson in 2022. Yeah, so I did not put my patch on for those listeners out there in 2022. I was a little afraid that the PGA might be offended by us modifying our uniform in some way, but it was actually received pretty well.
Received well. They bought into it big time.
Good sports.
I'm also thinking about for the big banner. What do you guys think of the distinguished gentleman picture?
You got to show the last year banner. Can you lift up your computer a little bit and show
Maybe let me see if I can take a little walk.
last year's?
Is that last year's? No, that's 2018. I actually have
2022
is.
Well, you can give them an idea of.
All right, so this is
Getting a tour of the Marshall Shack. Look at this.
This is 20.
There it is,
18.
with a soccer picture below it.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
up there. All right, so there we've got our Caddyshack boys and a nice picture of hole number 9.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then as we move around the Marshall shack here, this is the original. This is from
Yeah.
2016. No year on there.
That was a good one.
The
Classic year.
Bushwood Country Club on the golf ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. So the reason why I don't have 2022 on the wall is because I had these up when we had 2022 out on the deck. So I pulled that down off the deck, rolled it up. It's in the closet.
Okay.
And now I'm trying to think through what am I doing for this year. And so like 2018 had the picture of hole number 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm thinking like I like the distinguished gentleman picture, the one out by the bonfire.
Yeah.
With the black.
That is a good one.
Shirts and stuff. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll throw it over to you guys.
That sort of embodies like the ethos of the Marshals of Hole 9 right there. You know,
Yes.
like in control of the situation at all times.
And that's what I like. The first episode of the Marshall Diaries last time was The Boys Are Back.
Mm-hmm.
And then and we had some of those pictures out by the bonfire in the video. So yeah.
I'll be honest. I like this pick right here as a potential. If I can work this pick into the badge here,
mm-hmm.
I like this top picture up here. Maybe it's a little
you
wide.
pulled up the Marshall Diaries website or the YouTube site here, right?
I did. Yeah.
This is the YouTube site where you've got all the episodes. Well, soon to have all the episodes. We were missing a few, and we'll get those uploaded here soon. But yeah,
nonetheless, thought that I like this pick, so it might be a good one. The distinguished gentleman pick isn't bad either, but we'll see. I got to play with it a little bit, so something to think about.
Nice.
All right, so what are we thinking for next time?
Gents, I got a question. I got another question for you guys. Mind if I drop a question on you guys real quick?
Smith's tips in here yet either.
Well, Smith's tips. I've got I got a couple of pairs of shoes on my ball, and I might save those for next time just because I think we've got some good stuff here already. Unless you guys want me to go through those, but here's my Smith's tips question. This is actually a subscriber question that came in. So we kind of talked about a best piece of advice for a new Marshal. We kind of got into that with Tom. That was good. That was one of my questions I had as well. But if you guys had, keeping this in the spirit of, clothing and gear and whatnot, if you had to pick one essential item, article of clothing, piece of gear, whatever that might be, as a Marshal, one essential item that you guys absolutely have to have when you're out doing your job duties as a Marshal, what would that one essential gear item be?
Baby powder. Without a doubt.
Well, for the hot days, I can feel that for sure. I could go with sunscreen. I could go with that on a warm, sunny day.
All right, so
fair-skinned individual as myself.
Sunscreen for sure. The baby powder was kind of a joke. I will go with golf shoes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Golf shoes. All right. Good stuff. I'm gonna go, and this kind of bit us in the ass last time. I'm gonna go with make sure you have your jacket or a sweatshirt available as well. Because we got hit that one day. It was 80s.
The cold front came through.
50s, rain and nasty. So yeah, I'm gonna go. Make sure you have your sweatshirt or your golf kind of rain jacket with you, because if you're stuck out there, it could be pretty miserable.
Hey, that reminds me. That's actually, I was thinking about some of our pledge duties for our newbies, and we should not, in addition to the pairing sheet thing, we should get a weather forecast from our
Why
newbies.
would we not?
Every night before we go to bed at 4 a.m, we should get a weather update from the pledges.
I like it.
That should be mandatory. Absolutely. Should get
not only a weather update, recommended clothing attire, like, hey, the high for the day is going to be X. It's going to be this kind of clouds, this kind of wind. What's the chance of precipitation? Recommended gear. You know, like break it all down.
Yeah.
Be
I don't want
prepared.
to get caught off guard again, you know?
Well, that's because we didn't have pledges on top of it last time.
I agree. And we got to make sure we get on these union dues, please.
the Marshal union dues, exactly.
Oh man.
All right, guys. Well, you
All
know, love spending time with you like this and getting ready for the big tourney coming up.
Likewise.
Aaron, you forgot to hit record. That would be hilarious. Sorry. Yeah.
Smith's tips next time.